Hi everyone, my name is Marjolaine, and maybe you saw me on Depression and Self-Harm page on Facebook. I just wanted to say first that I'm sorry because the image is not really stable, and maybe the sound either. So yeah, I wanted to explain you a bit of my story because maybe if my self-harm story could help a bit of persons, well, that's a good thing, So yeah, I've been through a lot of abuse, violence from my parents, from boyfriends. Yeah, that's it. I don't really know how to start because I'm a bit nervous about it. I'm a bit emotional. I guess from the start. I remember as a kid, I was always really emotional. I was always feeling alone because my parents never been really emotional. They never said they loved me. My mom was very aggressive. She was very violent. She was always putting me down, never telling me what I was good for. She was always telling me I'm ugly until even now sometimes she's very rude to me. I don't even know why I still talk to her, but anyway, it's a work in progress. I'm in therapy right now. So yes, my father was always on his other side because he's always been scared of her. In high school, I had boyfriends, but they always cheated on me. They always left me for another girl. They never really cared about me, and I always been a codependent person, and I was always looking for their approval, my parents' approval, and yeah, I was always feeling very different as of others. I never felt like I fit in, and I always felt, even at that time, that I was really marginal, eccentric. And at the age of 16, I just remember it was on December 31st, and my mom asked me to go at one of his friends. I'm just putting things in context. I'm really not a racist person, because I've always been a really open-minded person, and I hate judgment, so I don't want to judge people. I'm going to explain to you after why I say that, okay? So yeah, she wanted to invite me to one of her friends who was a black guy. And at that time I didn't care. She didn't really tell me who it was. And I said, well, not really. I want to stay with you guys because it's December 31st. I mean, I want to stay with family. And at one point she took a big knife, like a big cooking knife for a cook, and she said, you're fucking coming with me. You're coming with me. And she was screaming and yelling super loud. And she started crying and she threw the knife in the sink. So me, I was 16 years old. I mean, I was fucking scared. So I went in my room and I started shaking. I started crying. And at that time, I didn't know, but now I know it was a panic attack I had. And at the end, I went with her, and the only thing I really remember is I was in the room with the guy and my mom, and we were at the table. It's really blurry, and it's the first time I really thought about it, and it hurts. Yeah, maybe because I was hiding these emotions before, I don't know. I was talking about it in her face. And sorry. I felt pretty betrayed by my mom and my dad. It's hard. Anyways, and we were eating something, we were drinking Coke, or I don't remember. The only thing I really remember after is that I was in the room with that guy and my mom. They were getting naked, and after I barely remember what I was wearing. I really don't. It's too blurry. But the thing I remember is seeing my mom and that guy touching each other. And I remember he turned and he started touching me. But I don't remember where, and I don't remember what happened after. I've never been able to remember, and maybe it's better that way for now. After that, she forced me to go at one of her other friends. It's another time, another day. I don't remember what day and when. Anyways, the important thing is it was an Arabic guy at that time, and another. I'm telling you again, it's not racist. I'm gonna explain to you after. So I remember that guy wanted to flirt with me. I don't know what he wanted, but anyways, he started approaching me, and I was not interested, and I was 16 years old. And I was saying, like, I don't want, like, please stop. And I was still really scared, and my mom was in the back, and she told me, like, come on, it's not gonna fucking kill you, you know, like, stop panicking. That's the only thing I remember. And I remember coming back to the metro station, cold as ice, numb, without any emotions. So, I think that is the biggest issue for me for a long time. In high school, because at that time I was in high school, 16, I was getting bullied all the fucking time. I couldn't go in class anymore because I was getting bullied too much, and instead of resolving the problem, they sent me in the cafeteria to do all my homework and my work. But the bullying people were staying in class. So almost all my courses, I was doing them in the cafeteria because I was getting so anxious that I started to have like huge panic attacks. So yeah, I was getting out of the school, and people were like spitting in my face. They were trying to beat me up, and I'm a bit anxious right now just talking about it. Every morning also before going to school, I was puking because I was too stressed, because my parents were too violent, they were aggressive, and I wasn't able to do any homework because I was too anxious all the time. And they were accusing me of never doing my homework, but I was too scared, I was too anxious, and when I was telling them, they were saying I was giving myself excuses. So I was at home, I didn't feel good. I was at school, I wasn't feeling good. I was feeling betrayed by teachers, by my parents. I had no trust, and I had abuse. But it took me a long time to realize it was abuse. And after high school, I had a lot of boyfriends. I was very codependent. Some people were saying that I was slutty because I was getting a boyfriend, we broke up, but I couldn't be alone because I was feeling like shit. I had to be with someone. No matter who it was, I had to be in a relationship. So, people were saying I was a slutty girl. But the thing is, I was codependent, and I was not even able to stand by myself. I had to take care of someone to save that person, and I wanted that person to save me. So, because I was codependent, I was also attracted to the pattern, really bad pattern, of getting a boyfriend like my parents, especially my mom. So for a long time, I had really, really, really abusive boyfriends. Now I understand that I was trying to reproduce the pattern to solve it. I became a stripper for 9 years, and after that, escort. I never been able to have a stable job because I still had a lot of panic attacks and in job because I was not even able to take the metro and the bus anymore because of the amount of people. I started having social phobia, agoraphobia, major depression, and I've been diagnosed recently with borderline personality disorder and with chronic anxiety too. I was taking a lot of drugs, I was drinking a lot of time, I still do binge eating, but since 2 months I'm doing self-harm, which is cutting. I feel like it's the only thing that really can solve the problem, even if it's temporary. I mean, maybe I don't know if it's because I'm used to pain, but when I feel really anxious, I need that pain. And I know that a lot of people that will look at this video will tell me that I'm looking for attention. You can tell me, I don't care, because I know it's not true. Why? Because I mean, I have some on my arm. If I was looking so much for attention, why in public will I hide myself? Why will I hide it? So I would really like while you watch this video, if you really think you're gonna post a negative comment, post it. I can assure you that you don't understand anything about the issue, and I will recommend you to understand it more and have more empathy, because that's a big and sad thing to see stuff like that, because it's not going to solve the problem, and it's not the way to talk to people who have issues. And that's it. Anyways, I will delete these comments. So that's it. Lately, I've been trying to distract myself, and it's getting better, because I understood that it's only a temporary solution. It's not gonna help you. And if you're like me and you're cutting, you're gonna be like, how the hell can I distract myself? It's always in my mind. Always in my mind. You know why I did this video? Because I told myself, if I can help one person, so be it. I mean, if you're in the self-harm and depression group on Facebook and you feel like shit, and you feel like you want to kill yourself, you want to self-harm, please come talk to me, okay? You can look on Facebook. My name is Marjolaine. I'm gonna write it right now. You can come talk to me on Facebook and send me a message and add me as a friend, because I don't want you to feel alone with that issue, you know? Because I've been alone a lot in my life, and I still feel alone a lot. And if I can help you going through something, it's going to be a pleasure for me. So, here we go. That's my name on Facebook. Feel free to add me, because if I can add some light in your life, I will never, 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 never judge you. I will never tell you that's stupid, because I've been told stuff like that all my life, and I don't think that's something that's going to help me. I don't have the miracle solution for you, but I can give you advice that helped me, even if I'm still going through something. And because I had to distract myself tonight, because I wanted to do it, but instead of doing it, I decided to go a bit outside, take fresh air, and I know it's not resolving the problem, but at least I'm doing something more distracting. And just because I'm doing this video right now, I don't feel like cutting. And I tried. It was hard, but at least I was like, some emotions went out. So yeah, please feel free to talk to me. Another thing I will add is, I know that maybe some people around you will say like, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you doing that to yourself? It's stupid. It's some stuff that some teens do. I've been told that myself. And I'm not talking to them anymore. And I feel more alone. But you don't deserve these persons in your life. That's something I started to understand. And it really hurts as hell to be alone. But you're gonna have to do a cleaning in your surroundings. Really. Because at least you have some people to talk to online. And if you want to do webcam sessions with me to make you feel better, I will. So just send me a message. A last thing I will say is, don't think you're gonna stop doing that now. It's like an obsession. You cannot stop right over right now. It's step by step, baby step. For 5 minutes, when you feel like cutting, do something distracting for 5 minutes. Even if you cut after, it's a little step by step, okay? 5 minutes per day, per week, this week, and after it's going to be 10 minutes, something distracting. You cut yourself, that's okay, you did it, but at least you're doing a baby step. So, I shared my little story. I hope it made you understand more why I do cut. And if you're going through something very hard, I would like to hear from you. And honestly, I wish you all the best. There is positive times in life. We just have to be patient and go through it. Place your hand right over here. What is that? You feel it beating? What is it? It's purpose. Purpose. Sorry, I'm French. It's purpose. Called purpose. You're here for a reason. You're not alone here. There's suffering, but there's light also. I give you a lot of virtual hugs and love and light.